Do you want to learn how to paint these oak leaves in about 10 minutes? Well, stick around because in this video I'm going to show you how to paint this with easy to follow steps, no matter if you've never painted before, and I even provide you with a free outline so that you can trace down with me. So let's get started. I'm going to be using one of my favourite set of paints today. These are called Soul of the Oak. Now you can use whichever colours that you have, but I've chosen these because I just absolutely adore them. They're from Deep Light, but use whichever colours that you have, and I'll talk to you about alternatives as we work through. So the trace down you can grab for free over on our free membership level on Patreon, and I'll tell you a little bit about that later on, and I'll link it in the description box underneath. I'm wetting these paints before I start because these are handmade watercolours, and you can see how beautiful they look here on my little set. And I'm using my number 8 pointed round from Craft-O-Mo. Use your favourite brush. You do not have to use the same colours as me. In fact, I highly recommend that you swatch out your colours as I've shown in the pinned video at the top of your screen right now. But just look at these beauties. If you're interested in purchase them, I will put the link along with a discount code in the description. But look at this colour. This is Purple Reed from Deep Light. You can see that this is all part of their little set here. So to begin with, we're going to be working wet in wet. All that means is I'm applying the water straight onto the paper like this. This forms a barrier between the watercolour paint and the paper, and it means that you can drop in your mixes very, very easily. I'm mixing up a green tone here by adding lichen to haze. These are two colours, like I said, from Deep Light, just to create a gentle greeny tone there. And I'm dropping in acorn rust. You could also use something like quinacridone gold with a tiny watered down sap green or something like that. You don't have to use these colours. I'm using them because I have them and I absolutely love them. These are highly granulating, and some of them are dual granulation, which means you get that really lovely blurred effect. So I'm mixing up a green tone there, and then I'm picking up acorn rust and dropping that on the other wet areas, as you can see. Now you can use something like a burnt umber. You could use something like a bright orange with a little bit of brown in there. You could use a burnt sienna. Something like that would work just as well. You don't, like I said, you don't have to go out and buy these colours. I'm dropping it in using my number 4 brush. This is from Jackson's. If you have my set from Craft-O-Mo, you could use the number 4 pointed round instead of this one, and I'm just dropping in that mix there. This is Soul of the Oak, what I consider to be the star of the show from this little set that I'm using. I have swatched them out and I have shown you these in a video that I'll pin to your screen in case you want to take another look at them and just see how glorious these handmade paints are. So just using that pigment to push into the little corners and just pushing it in as that paint is drying. Because the paper is still wet at this point, it makes this really, really easy, and you can see how soft and blurry this looks. This is Purple Reed, another dual granulating colour, and I'm randomly dropping it in. I will put the reference photo that you see on your screen alongside the link to Patreon free outline as part of the Patreon link for our free members. So like I said, just go over and check it out, where you can download this free image as well as the reference, as well as the outline that I showed you at the start, so you can trace down your image. I know that oftentimes it's really hard to get an accurate line drawing if you're pretty nervous about drawing, as I once was, and I know it can help you kickstart your watercolor journey, which is why I provide them to you for free. All you need to do is head over to Patreon, click the link, and you can download it directly into your inbox. We do have a paid membership level of Patreon where once a month we give you a completely new botanical painting tutorial using watercolour that you won't find here on YouTube. So let's just take a look to see what you get. When you join Patreon, you will have access to exclusive content that you just won't find here on YouTube. Whether you're a seasoned artist or just dipping your brush into botanical watercolour, you may want to join us here on Patreon, where the magic happens. And with Patreon's new collections tab, it makes accessing the tutorials super easy. When you join us here on Patreon, we dive deep into the art of botanical watercolours, from vibrant blooms to fine detail, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. We have 3 membership levels to suit your skill and budget, and we even have a mentorship and coaching level, so if you're serious about developing your skills, then this could be the level for you. And now you can join Patreon for free, which will give you access to all of our YouTube traceables, which will be delivered weekly to your inbox, so no more scrolling through for the images. So if you are ready to embark on a watercolour adventure, unlock exclusive content and join a community that celebrates the beauty of botanicals, hit that join button, which I will link in the description. They are exclusive to my patrons and you can leave and join at any time, but you don't need to go over there if you don't want to, because we've got over 250 free tutorials here on YouTube now, plenty to choose from. I'll even put a playlist of leaves right at the end of this video for you. Again, they're completely free. So if you are enjoying this video, could I please ask you to give it a thumbs up just to show your appreciation, and it will help me reach more people. And I'd love new people to see my channel because they too can then get to see all these free tutorials that I'm creating for you. This is completely dry and I'm using my blender brush just to tidy up one or two of the edges where I went outside the pencil line. Using haze, this is a lovely kind of, it's a soft blue colour. It's got a deep light, say it's the colour of the sky above the oak tree in the summer. What a wonderful description. So just mixing that in there with a little bit of the oak moss to get this lovely darker value. And I'm just applying this with my brush to the outside edge of the stem. Just continuing to blend that in with my brush. If you have any questions, by the way, do let me know in the comments. That's what I'm here for. I will do my best to help you and answer your queries. So if I'm going a bit too fast for you, or if there's anything that's not making sense, please ask away and I will do my best to help you and clarify any queries that you have. If you have got this set from Deep Light, do utilise it. They're amazing colours. I haven't used them enough. I think we are just coming out of winter here in the UK now, and I think it's time just to start using them to their full potential before we switch to our beautiful colour tones for the summer seasons, which are bright and vibrant and colourful. You can see I'm just picking up this colour with my brush and gently going over the lines that I've created on this leaf. We're not looking for super accuracy here, we're just practicing our wet and dry application methods to help you learn to paint as you paint. That's very much my little catchphrase, learn to paint as you paint. And what that means is right here in my studio, we don't follow traditional colour matching methods. We don't use colour wheels or colour theory, not so much. If that's your thing, then maybe these aren't for you. I prefer to paint exactly what I see rather than using the traditional methods of colour matching, which really didn't work for me. So check out that pinned video where I talk about how I match my colours up. And if you are having any difficulty matching your colours because you don't have these paints, then do let me know. That's what I'm here for. I will help you as best I can. Just to remind you, this little mini set that I'm using are from Deep Light, and it's called Soul of the Oak. I have talked about them before and I have pinned that video earlier on, so just check that out if you want to see how they perform. Maybe you're in the market to treat yourself to some new paints, or maybe you just want to try something a little bit different. Many of you have purchased these paints from this fantastic company that I absolutely love, and check them out. But like I said, you haven't got to use them. You can use whatever you like, and we don't mind. You can just use anything, okay? Just join in with us and have fun. Learn how to paint as you paint, along with me, Ray Campbell, in my studio here today. We do have weekly tutorials here on my YouTube channel where we launch every Tuesday. So if that's something that appeals to you, then check us out, and you might want to consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification. I'm working wet and wet again. Once again, this is completely dry, so I'm going over the first leaf now, and I mixed up that green colour again using the blue and the yellow, in this case haze and lichen, and I'm just creating a nice vibrant green colour, and I'll continue the process until it's finished. I'm going to stop talking and let you watch the rest of this video in peace, listening to some soothing music. I will say thank you for watching. Stay until the end. Check out the playlist of leaves that I've posted right at the end. Like I said, completely free. We'd love to see you watching some more of my videos. Thank you for watching. My name's Ray Campbell, and I'll see you soon.